I am disappointed in the fact that with some haircuts, I look exactly like John Legend. I mean, I've not only been approached, I had a woman following me around an event. An older white woman kept smiling at me, was trying to grab at my hand, talking about my Johnny. I can't make this shit up. It was in San Jose. It was a low fashion type of show. I was in music at the time, and my manager wanted me just to mingle and talk to different people, etc. And this woman kept on following me around talking about my Johnny. She was on one, and she was a Pisces, so Lord knows what type of fantasy she had created in her head already. But damn it, I'm heartbroken at the fact that I share any sort of semblance with this dude, because he is the definition of a soy boy. He really is. He's a soft man. Girl, I'm in love with you. This ain't no honeymoon. Past the infatuated phase. I know I'm a name. That used to be one of my favorite songs. Girl, I'm in love with you. This ain't no honeymoon. I'm past the infatuation phase. Right in the thick of love. Sometimes we get sick. No, brother, I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you. I can't take it anymore. I saw him pandering for the last maybe 8 to 10 years. Softball pitch sort of pandering. But now he is full blown wokety woke. He has lost his mind. He has given over. He has bowed the knee, probably 2 knees, and he is he's throat deep. Sorry for the visual. That's what he gives me. That's what he gives me. Because what else would explain this right here?
Decision that I strongly disagree with, and it seems that we are reaping the whirlwind right now, putting someone who is a terrible leader, especially in crisis. He's already out blaming people, misinforming people, dividing people, when a smart and responsible and good political way to handle it.
These are the people that told you words. These are the people that told you to vote for Skamala, Miss Knee Pads herself, 0.78 IQ. Kamala. These are the people. This is him right here. Ordinary ass people. He did that. He told you that you need to vote for a damn scam to put your life into jeopardy, your family's lives into jeopardy. The entire nation was at stake, and he's got the audacity to speak of DJT, a man who's done more in the first 100 days than the former president did in the first 100 years of his life. Are you kidding me? Y'all cannot be serious. And again, I know he's giving this general, this is the John Legend. No, he's giving the John Legend-esque sort of, but he's got a lot of venom in him, a lot of vitriol. Trust me. All that coverted stuff, you're not fooling me. All that kumbaya bullshit, you're not fooling me. Love and tolerance, and we accept. Just watch.
It would have been to bring people together.
No, absolutely. That's what you want.
Be a comforter in chief,
Why do you think
this nignog said a comforter in chief? Homeboy, okay. What we need is to go and comfort the domestic terrorists over there crossing the border every single day. That's what we need to do, right? We need to comfort our way up out of the mass invasion that's been taking place. We needed to comfort our way, not to pit bull our way. Shout out to Tom Homan, America's personal pit bull. What about a comforter in chief? Yeah, Obama comforted y'all with words, but he was really a warmonger. Was he not? He was really a deporter in chief. As a matter of fact, he was the original one to get that label on him. The deporter in chief. That was your guy, Obama, who you were behind as well. Playing the ding. Oh, that was you. The comforter in chief. The comforter in Negro.
that he's latched on to diversity so much?
Oh, he's a bigot, so. It's a belief that there's a hierarchy of racial groups and that his group is superior, genetically superior. He believes that.
Right.
Whenever he talks about competence and qualifications, any white man will do for him. Look at the last guy who was Secretary of Defense. He was a 4-star general, supremely qualified black man. And then see who he puts in after him. That's the level of bigotry that he has. Any white man is.
So I guess he wasn't a bigot when he was, I don't know, paying y'all hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars to come and perform at his events, his building, etc. I guess he wasn't a bigot back then when y'all were kissing and hugging on stage. See, two goats and they kissing and hugging on stage. That's a Kendrick bar. Yeah, I guess he was not this racist when the likes of yourself were being invited as a young pianist and singer to come and perform for an exuberant amount of money. Guess he wasn't so racist back then. Huh, Whoopi over there doing comedy shows on his dime. Guess he wasn't so racist then. Huh? Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, when y'all were buddied up with him, giving all sorts of NAACP awards. I guess he wasn't so racist then. All of a sudden, because he is doing the literal things that got him into office, which means promises made, promises kept, all of a sudden, now it's an issue, right? Y'all are the elite. Like, John, how much is John worth right now? Let me see. How much is Johnny Boy worth? John Lemon. It's a Freudian slip. I typed John Lemon. He's giving Don vibes for sure. Net worth. John Legend is worth a whopping $100 million. That means he is not a part of the 1%. He is part of the 1 of the 1%. He is the elite. You are the wealthy elite, Johnny. Oh, well, Trump only wants to make it. But no, Trump was a part of the entire entertainment engine that produced individuals like yourself who could make hundreds of millions of dollars playing a damn piano and singing and serenading. You understand me? Singing Christmas music. That's the America you live in. And go ahead to your record exec. See, this is a conversation they don't want to get into. Let's get into this one real quick. This is a little deviation, but I'm sure you'll appreciate it if you stick around. Let me take a little sip. Okay, John. So let's see. What record label are you under? Record label. So he is under Columbia. Okay, fantastic. Columbia Records, right? You'll see where I'm going. Let's see. Columbia. Ooh. Oh my. So the CEO of Columbia Records. He is a man by the name of Ron. What's that? Ron Stinger. No, Ron Perry. Ron Perry. Okay, fantastic. There's Ron right there. That's all you need to see. That's Ron. Now, Ronnie happens to be the guy who was cutting Johnny Boy's checks. He's the one giving the advances and such, at least right now where John Legend is in his career, right? Before he's part of Good Music with Kanye. And you can say, well, Kanye was his boss. Not necessarily, because Kanye had a boss. I believe it might have been Lucien Grange over there at UMG, Universal Music Group. So all these guys who cry racism and, the system, etc., while sitting on $100 million fortunes, I can't take you serious for shit. First of all, I think your message is damaging and detrimental, because there are kids who look like you who, essentially aspire to be something like you. And then you tell them how hard it is and all this sort of stuff. Right? Oh, your government is so racist. Look at this racist trying to stop you from doing certain things. Oh, the reason that general got kicked out and that one got the job is because he's a white man. Racism. It's not for the fact that this was an individual who's not only going to do the job that was necessary, right? Because it's not just about can you do the job. Can you do the job that is necessary, that is needed? Why is Trump a powerful figure in this point in American history? Because he is a master deal maker. He has he has broken more deals in the last maybe 100 years than I would say anybody else I can think of from the top of my head, like somebody in the public eye, right? There are obviously guys behind closed doors who have literally done thousands of deals. We would never know their names, but they own half of this city, half of that city or whatever, right? But this is a guy who is in the forefront. He is in a spotlight, who has broken or made thousands of deals. That's what he does. That is his qualification, and that's what we needed. We needed people who could negotiate. We needed a person who was uncompromised in their ability to negotiate, who would not budge in any negotiation. We needed that temperament. We needed somebody who is vocal and says what the hell is going on, because we've had too many fakers, the likes of Barack Obama, etc., right? The schmoozers, the bureaucrats, the politically correct individuals who tell you one thing, but really behind closed doors, they're pushing agendas and propaganda that is devastating. Absolutely devastating. There was no one president I can think of in modern history who was more detrimental in race relations than Barack Obama. The next up will be a Joe Biden. There was nobody who did it like Obama, which is deeply ironic because he did more for the alphabet people than he did for black folk, but I digress. So yeah, we have Brother John Legend over here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We got Brother John Legend over here talking about how could we have a leader like this in a time of crisis? A leader like this in a time of crisis, a bigot and a racist. That same racist white man is cutting your checks. So if you're really, truly that down for the cause, you're going to go without a check this year and the following years, or maybe just go independent and sell your own records. How about that? And then now, if you'd like to stay around, make sure to click that little subscribe button down there, or you can show some love by going to the description below and clicking on the button titled Buy Me a Coffee. Leave a little something there, or click on the Cash App. Leave a little something here. Till the next time, peace.
I fell in love with the sunshine. I fell in love with the light. I fell in love with the full moon. I fell in love with the night. I can see the light again. I can see the light. You can see the life in him illuminate the night. I know the time is taking. A 3-6-5, that's a full rotation. I see you looking up, you know them constellations. Constantly gazing like house of praises, you get to praising.